Hey guys, Jim here. Appreciate you stopping by. I got some card show pickups, some other pickups randomly that I've gotten, and also a wonderful gift that was sent to me in the mail. So I've got a lot of things that I want to cover here, so I'm going to jump right in and get started. And so first of all, I think it was about 2 weeks ago, tomorrow actually, Saturday, went to the Greater Boston Sports Card Collectors Club show there in Wilmington, Massachusetts, and ran into a bunch of great YouTubers, man. Had a good time hanging out, talking with these guys. Saw my friend Mark Hoyle, Mike Junkwax Hero, Dom Staven Sports Cards, Dan's Vintage PC, John Keating, That 70s Show, Sammy Thunder, and also met a new friend here from YouTube, someone that I was not familiar with, and it's a channel called Lonely Basement Baseball Cards, and the gentleman's name is Keith, and really nice guy, just like the rest of us, just a passionate collector, loves what he's doing and is passionate about it, and was a really nice guy, so it was nice to meet him. It was great hanging out with those guys, got to walk the show a little bit, had some nice conversations, and a really fun time at the show. And my friend Mark Hoyle, he's such a great guy. He had gifts for people, and he's just a really thoughtful guy, always trying to include everybody and keeping people involved, hanging out and stuff like that. It's just really cool. But he had some gifts for some of the guys and myself as well, and he gave me this awesome photo of the big three from the olden days. You've got the little Professor Dom DiMaggio there on the left, Jimmy Fox there in the middle, and a young Ted Williams there on the right. Just a really cool photo. Looks like Ted's got his glove on and holding his bats, so not sure what's up with that, but that's an awesome photo. And Mark also gave me this cool photo of Willie Mays and George Boomer Scott. Willie Mays, look how happy that guy looks, man. You never see Willie looking too happy, but man, he is looking thrilled in this photo, and it's really cool. And of course, George Scott, we're huge fans of him around here. And if that wasn't enough, Mark also gave me this porcelain mug commemorating the Monday, October 2nd, 1967 Boston Globe sports page. And as you see there, the pennant is ours. It's commemorating the Red Sox winning the American League pennant in 1967. And number 8 is truly great. Carl Yastrzemski. It says, "We're the champs." Carl Yastrzemski and friend. Got these cartoon type, comic type things there that are really cool. And then we've got an article as well, "Town Enjoying Baseball Bender." And so that was just awesome. Thanks so much, Mark. Mark's just a great guy. A knowledge of wealth, has an amazing collection, and is definitely someone I am truly honored to call a friend. So thank you so much for that, Mark. I really, really appreciate that. So my pickups for the show, I added my first Topps Venezuelan card to the collection. And this is the 1964 Venezuelan Topps. And depicting the 1963 American League batting leaders there, you see Carl Yastrzemski, Al Kaline, and Rich Rollins. And of course, these cards were meant to be glued into an album. And as you can see here, we don't have any glue marks or paper loss from that on this card, which frequently you will see on these Venezuelans. So obviously, I mean, it is in poor condition as indicated by the grade, but still think it's not that bad, really. And like I said, the back, I usually trashed on these, and this is not the case with this one. So very happy to add that to the collection. Got another Yaz pickup, and this is a 1976 carousel disc. And so these carousel discs, Carousel was a snack bar that was based in Detroit, Michigan, but they basically had snack bars like mall. It was like a mall type snack bar throughout the country. And these carousel discs are unique because they do not have a pre-printed back. They are blank backed with rubber stamps on them. And so each Carousel snack bar had their own stamp. This one, as you can see, was from Carousel Snack Bars in Orange, California. And it's my understanding that to date, there's over 20 different Carousel snack bar stamps from New Jersey to Alaska. So the backs are pretty unique on these as well. So happy to get that one into the collection. That's another Yaz edition. Then I got a pre-war Hall of Fame card, Lloyd Wainer. And man, I love this card. I can't stop looking at it. It's just great looking. 1931 W517. And these are blank back, as you can see. Got some fuzz on there. Take care of that. Blank back, as you can see. And just a great looking card, man. Paul Wainer, he was a great player. 19-year Major League Baseball career. And 15 of those seasons were with the Pittsburgh Pirates. And 14 of those seasons he tandemed with his brother as 2/3 of the Pittsburgh Pirates outfield. And his brother was Lloyd Wainer, who also is a Hall of Famer. And Lloyd Wainer and Paul Wainer were known as, Paul was known as Big Poison, and his brother nickname was Little Poison. And allegedly, the source of that nickname was from the Polo Grounds in Brooklyn, where Pittsburgh was playing the Dodgers one day, and someone in the stands said, "Look at that Big Poison," with the Brooklyn accent. It sounded like poison, but he was really saying, "Look at that big person," and said the same thing about Lloyd Wainer, "Look at that little person," but again with the Brooklyn accent it came out as poison. And apparently the name stuck. And even though Paul Wainer was not a big guy, he only weighed about 150 pounds, he still had about 4 or 5 inches on his brother and at least a good 20 pounds. So that is the legend of how their nicknames got started. But yeah, Paul Wainer, 1927 National League MVP, 3-time National League batting champion, 4-time All-Star, 333 career batting average, and 3,152 career hits. And in my opinion, one of the most overlooked pure hitters in baseball history. So very happy to have that card in the collection. And like I said, I love looking at that. And these W517s, they originally they were released as sepia, which would be like black and white, but they are variations where they have different tints. As you can see, this one is the brown tint, and they also are known to be in existence in a red tint and a blue tint, and maybe another 1 or 2 different tints as well. The sepias are the most common. The brown tint is the second most common, and then the blue tints and red tints and any other tints are more rare. And they also have other variations where there's no number on them as well. So this one is card number 34, but they have variations with no numbers as well. So just a little bit of information on the W517s, and happy to have that one as well. Another card I'm happy to have them all actually. 1961 Topps Billy Williams Hall of Fame rookie card. Slowly chipping away at those Hall of Fame rookie cards. And every time I add one, it seems like it's slower and slower to add more. But this is just a great looking card. It's very nicely centered. The colors are awesome. Very nice clear image. And got a great deal on that. So super happy to add that to the collection. Here's the back. So there's another Hall of Fame rookie card in the collection. That was my pickups from the show. And so another good friend of mine, Tony Black, reached out to me and he said that he bought something for me. And of course I told him it wasn't necessary, and he didn't really get into it. And then, you know, about a week or so later, I had almost actually forgot that he even messaged me about that. And I received the package in the mail from Four Sharp Corners. And I'm like, what the heck? I couldn't remember buying anything. I opened it up and it had this really awesome 1985 Drake's Jim Rice, Drake's Big Hitters. That's just an awesome looking card, and I just honestly could not remember that Tony messaged me, and I didn't remember. I'm trying to think, what the heck, when did I buy this? But, you know, I'm old and my brain doesn't always work well. So eventually I remembered that Tony said he was sending me something, so got back in touch with him, and sure enough, this came from him. So thank you so much, Tony. I really, really appreciate you thinking of me and sending this to me. And man, these Drake's cards bring back great memories. Kind of like the Kellogg's cards and the Hostess cards. I remember collecting these as a kid. They were just a lot of fun. And, you know, I always say anytime you can get cupcakes and baseball cards, it's always a good time. And, of course, Jim Rice was one of my favorite players as a kid as well. So thanks again, Tony. Really, really appreciate you thinking about me and sending that out. Just totally awesome. And I also had another pickup. Saw that Tommy John was on the Hall of Fame ballot and realized that I needed to get a Tommy John rookie card into the collection. So I changed that and made that happen. And I picked up this really, really nice looking example of the Tommy John 1964 Topps Indians rookie stars with Tommy John and Bob Chance. And again, this one is very nicely centered. Nice, pretty nice clear image and colors, and really happy to get that one into the collection. So hopefully, and here's where what the back looks like on that one. So now I'm covered if Tommy John makes it into the Hall of Fame, which maybe he will, maybe he won't, I don't know, but I've got his rookie card anyway. And in my opinion, anybody who has a major surgery named after them is a Hall of Famer in my book, but I digress. So lastly, hit up some antique shops with the wife. We went away for the weekend, and where we were, there were quite a few antique shops around. So we love hitting up antique shops, and I got a few things from there. I got this. This is a chocolate bar wrapper from 1990, as you can see there. And there's Wade Boggs, and it's Wade Boggs 352 bar. I just thought that was really cool and very inexpensive at that, so had to grab that. And I also found at one of these antique shops this really cool Card Prices Update, Volume 5, Number 2 from October of 1983. And this, my guy, yeah, is right there on the cover. And this is really cool. It's just an old guide. You can see it was mailed through the mail. And it's just price guide. Different prices. Just really cool to have that. And especially with Yaz being on the cover. So thrilled to get that one. Excuse me. Also, picked up this newsstand edition of Sports Illustrated, and this is the death of Reggie Lewis, an article about the death of Reggie Lewis. This is from August 9th, 1993, and of course, Reggie Lewis passed away, I believe, on September 27th, 1993, so this came out shortly thereafter, and of course, there were many questions, as the article says there. Reggie Lewis, of course, passed away from heart failure, and he was actually passed away as he was practicing in a pickup game, basketball game. He died while playing, so a very sad time, but very nice to have that magazine in my collection. And last but not least, I picked up some non-sport wax packs here. Welcome Back, Kotter from 1976. Loved that show, man, when I was a kid. So funny. And this one is from 1979 from the movie Moonraker, a 007 movie, James Bond. And also found this really cool, this is from 1982, and it's a rack pack from ET. So these are all a lot of fun. Of course, I'll never open these. These are for display purposes only, but just fun stuff, man. Just memories behind this stuff is just awesome, and just really happy to have it. So that's all I got, guys. Appreciate you hanging out with me for these 15 minutes. Talk to you all soon. Bye for now.